Ladies and gentlemen, there's a brand new Karate Kid movie, and it is finally on the way because they finally found the perfect Karate Kid in Ben Wang. Okay, fantastic. There was this very out of nowhere announcement, right? Because you still had the final season of Cobra Kai still slated to come out, right? And then you had the announcement of a brand new, a totally different Karate Kid movie, but it was going to involve the original Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio, and then the never alluded to Reboot from 2020, bringing in the Mr. Miyagi stand-in and Jackie Chan, saying that they're going to come together and tell a new story with a new, specifically Chinese Karate Kid. Like, it didn't make a lot of sense, but it looked awfully interesting because as somebody who has seen the original Karate Kid from back in the 80s and then also the remake, I don't remember anything about Jaden Smith's performance, which should probably go ahead and say enough for itself. But I remember Jackie Chan actually being a pretty good master in that film. And, well, you know, everybody said everything that can possibly be said about the original Karate Kid. It was a very good film. Very good film. I know that Ralph Macchio, he's been lauded for his performance. And Cobra Kai has been well regarded by the people that have watched it. I, unfortunately, have not taken part in this, but I'm very interested with this Karate Kid and all of these old 80s IPs that are getting rejuvenated. Like, did it start with Top Gun Maverick? Maybe it started again with, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and now with Frozen Kingdom that is set to come out sometime in the next couple of months. I don't really know anything about that, but even Warner Brothers running back The Color Purple at the end of 2023. It's like what's really old is new again, and as insufferable as a lot of remakes and a bunch of sequels that nobody asked for is kind of intolerable and a reason that Hollywood is in this holding period that it has been for, let's keep it a buck, the better part of 2 decades. It could be interesting because the way that the Karate Kid franchise is kind of played out, these different tellings from different characters has worked out awfully well for them, okay? And nearly 4 months after launching a global casting search for the new Karate Kid, Sony Pictures have found their man with Ben Wang landing the role. Sony announced in late November that original Karate Kid star Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan from the studio's 2010 remake will both star in the new project. Yeah, when that video went out, it's like there's a new Karate Kid movie. It's gonna have Ralph Macchio in it. It's like, oh, that's cool, and Jackie Chan. How are they going to weave those two stories together? All right. The studio also announced that they were embarking on a global casting search to find the new title character with over 10,000 submissions on the first day alone. Now, the search has reportedly come to an end with the studio landing on 24-year-old Wang. According to The Hollywood Reporter, insiders claim that Wang delivered a standout audition that showcased his deep connection to the character. That's awesome, man. And he's definitely slight of build, except for that jawline, which, holy Christ, he looks like one of those epic Asian heavies from back in like the same late 80s action films. Holy Christ, like if they do wax on, wax off, okay, you can keep the spare rags underneath his, jawline. Or instead of wax on, wax off, you can go crack on, crack off, and shell walnuts until the sun goes down. Holy man, that's crazy. There's also a big plus that he's fluent in Mandarin and highly skilled in several martial arts disciplines such as karate, Wing Chun, Kung Fu, Gumdo, Kempo, and Taekwondo. Well, one's Korean, one's Chinese, one's at least the titular martial arts, and I've heard of Kempo and I have no idea what Gumdo is. The new project will be set on the East Coast and focus on a teenager from China who finds strength and direction via martial arts and a tough but wise mentor, or maybe even two. Sony Pictures had already set the December 13th, 2024 release date, which puts it against Warner Brothers' animated, that's going to be tough, Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. But that one actually comes out of Warner Brothers, the studio that actually cares and has, at least put out, the legendary trilogy and the Hobbit films. But the release is just over 10 months away. It remains to be seen if the production may begin or how many other key roles need to be cast. Yeah, that's interesting, man. You already have that hard release date of, holiday season of this year, and you just announced the casting of the lead, meaning that, this thing's going to be a rush job. That's kind of crazy. Unless it's going to be like a really low-budget affair, which is probably cool. You could definitely do that. But all right. You have my attention, good sir. Jonathan Entwistle, I am not okay with this, is directing from a script by Rob Lieber, Alexander the Terrible, Horrible, A No Good, Very Bad Day. All of those are productions I have never heard about, okay? Karen Rosenfeld is producing for Sony Pictures, who has produced all of the films in the franchise, okay, which has taken in over $618 million worldwide, right? The franchise kicked off in '84 with Karate Kid, which earned over $90 million, the fifth highest of the year, and $130 million worldwide. Yeah, and has been loved by generations from time immemorial. The film starred Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRussa, and I don't know if I'm going to get hit for this trailer. I don't need it playing in the background. Thank you very much. Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRusso, and Pat Morita, who has since passed on, Abananama, as Mr. Miyagi, who has returned for, yes, 86's Karate Kid Part 2, and the Hilary Swank Karate Kid Part 3. I think I have 1 and 2. I do, actually. I can see the Blu-ray double pack that's over there. Not entirely sure if I've seen 2, and I know for a fact I haven't seen 3, but I did see, and I think I might have a physical copy of the Jackie Chan one. He was all right from what I remember. All right. Gio, man, I'm looking at this kid's resume in the background, and then you have what, Chinese or American-born Chinese, and Chang can dunk, and now he's going to be in the Karate Kid. That's like a little bit typecast, but that's also Disney. And now he's going over to a different studio, so it could be better, it could be different. And there's the announce video that's right there where, yeah, you had Ralph Macchio, and then you had Jackie Chan show up, and it's like, wait, what? You're doing a global search, and you guys are going to be weaving those two stories together? That's interesting. All 3 films were directed by John G. Avildsen from Rocky, yeah, okay, written by Robert Mark Kamen, taken, and produced by Jerry Weintraub, though they were involved in, they weren't involved in 1994's The Next Karate Kid. Oh, shit, sorry, my mistake, that's not Karate Kid 3. The Next Karate Kid was Hilary Swank in her first leading role, and yeah, we don't talk about that one. Sony also produced the Karate Kid Reboot starring Jaden Smith, another vanity project in order to try to get Will Smith's kid to be a thing, but now you can see him in his more recent work, and well, all that effort, everything ended up kind of going to waste. Jackie Chan and Taraji P. Henson. Oh, yeah, right. That was his mom, because he was also a product of a single mother household, which, yeah, of course, they messed up things so bad in the United States, they had to go over to Japan. Makes sense. The franchise also spawned a popular Netflix series, which actually started out, hey, you gotta give the devil its due. It started out as a YouTube Red series, if you remember, all the way back in the day, which recently started production on its 6th and final season. Ben Wang, hey Wang, is best known for playing Jin Wang, hey Wang. Disney Plus's American-born Chinese, best known, I'll take your word for it, and currently be seen as Jacob Zhang in the Mean Girls musical. All right, so not a lot of bangers so far, but maybe you can turn it around with Not Karate Kid 1, 2, 3, 6? Not Karate Kid 6. It'll be interesting, and I will be cautiously optimistic, because from the Karate Kid movies that I've seen, I did like them. And you got a lot of the people from behind the scenes that worked on the original, the sequel, the third one that not very many people remember, the reboot, which isn't exactly fondly looked upon, but you're taking the best aspects from that sequel and then you're mashing it right up together with a bunch of people that have been intricately involved with one of the productions from the franchise that is exceptionally well regarded, up there with the original. You do have a recipe for success, but this is modern Hollywood. You will have some modern sensibilities, and with Jackie Chan's weird alliances and his overwhelming want and push for the CCP to be more involved in things, like I said, I think the farthest I can go is cautious optimism, but all things said and done, it'll be something to look forward to towards the end of the year, which Hollywood, looking at the rest of their release schedule, is going to need all the help that they can get. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.